Other people's money. Other people's motherfucking money. You hear this all the time, right? Don't use your money, use someone else's. Now, how do we do that? Why do we always want to use other people's money? Another speech, another cliche. Because you need money to make money, right? Just so you know, I'll talk about this a little later, you can also be that other person and let other people use your money. Fun fact. So there's two main ways to get money from someone else. One is debt, one is equity. Right? The most common way is debt. This in general is a loan. You have monthly payments and an interest rate. It's the price of money. Right? You sign up somewhere, they give you money. Every month you pay it back and you use that hopefully to increase your business. Second way is equity. I do not suggest this. This is selling a piece of your company off for a set amount of money or some other item. Usually, especially us young entrepreneurs, are probably going to be taken advantage of by someone that's offering a piece of your company. They may see giant potential, or maybe it's the best idea ever if it's Amazon, I'd probably sell it. If it's someone you haven't really heard of, maybe not. But just know what your company's worth, know what you're worth. And know when they're buying it, they're not buying your equity, your sweat equity, your blood, your sweat. They're buying your numbers. How much do you make and how much of that was profit. That's all they give a fuck about. So, debt is one of the best things for business. All businesses have debt. Facebook has debt. Apple has debt. Google has debt. They all use it to monetize their business and grow it. Keep that in mind. So there's four main ways I'm going to talk about to get debt, which all of you should have at some point in your business careers. Right? There's good debt and bad debt, but debt is needed. So the first way is going to be a bank. Right?
Makes sense.
You go to the bank, fill out an application. They give you a small business loan, or they give you a car loan or a mortgage. All those are typically good debt if you use it wisely. But don't forget, you can always be on the other side of this too, giving out that money. Great. So that's a thing. Second one is private money or hard money. This is when you take money from a friend, family, random guy that has a shitload of money that he's giving out. Again, that could be you someday if you use wisely. So this is usually less paperwork. My last private money loan lender never checked my credit. Just knows me. That's it. I don't think I had any forms other than here's the agreed amount. You're going to pay me back this much. Great. Costs more usually. So less paperwork, easier to get private money, but it usually costs a lot more than a bank. So the third way is the best way and the way that I use the least of. The government. Do you know that the government gives out billions of dollars every year to small business loans?
Mm-hmm.
And grants. They fucking get free money out.
Mm-hmm.
Even like the EPA has grants for environmentally friendly businesses. If you need fucking money, the government's giving away all that. Now they have tons of paperwork, they have tons of specifications, and it's difficult. I mean, you almost want to hire someone that specializes in getting grants. They have grant writers. Every major nonprofit has a grant writer. That's literally their job. They sit down every day and they fill out forms and try to get grants for their nonprofit. It's not a joke, it's crazy. There's so much money in there. So that's a great way to start. Banks are cheaper, gotta have good credit, gotta have this and that. Private money, if you know someone this or that, it's a good way. And the fourth one is the most fun one. Alex actually had a win on it today, crowdsourcing. Right? You get little bits from everybody, they all get a little piece of something, and you build money that way. So Alex just had a successful campaign, so if you have questions on that, he might be the guy to go to. It's a fun way to do it. I've crowdsourced. I just started a company last year where I crowdsource houses. So if you only have $5,000, you want a piece of a house, great. Let's go buy a house with 20 people. I've just launched my kind of crowdsourcing campaign for my cannabis farm. Right? That was our big win. We decided to do a crowdsource so we can have tons of different people get invested in the cannabis industry. It's super fun. So a lot of people tell you debt is bad. I don't know why this is such a belief here. I mean, yeah, you should pay off your credit cards. Credit card debt's bad. I agree with that. You should pay that off all the time.
You have to spend money to make money.
But they say pay off your house, add extra each month, add an extra payment once a year. I think that's insane. I think they're lying straight to your face. I'm sorry, Dave Ramsey, but that conservative, ultra, kind of simple way is not going to work for us. Doesn't work for us, right? We're not just living a complacent life. Everyone's here for a fucking reason. We're movers, we're shakers. Everyone's making shit happen. We're here to change things. We're changing entire fucking industries. We're going to use debt smart, and we're going to keep using debt the rest of our lives. If you knew how much debt I was in, it would probably blow a lot of your fucking minds.
That's awesome. Actually,
With a rough...
no, actually, he's smart. No,
I don't own anything outright.
Yeah.
I have 42 cars, 7 properties. I don't own any of that shit. Everything's a monthly payment. I don't even know. We probably pay out $50,000 to $70,000 a month just in debt. And we use all that to generate more, hopefully. If we use it right. So mortgage and car payments are fucking great debt. I think it's amazing. I would never pay off a mortgage. Warren Buffett says, don't pay off a mortgage. And you get 3% to 6% interest rate. The fucking stock market historically does 10%. So why would you ever pay more money on a 6% loan when you can, on average, go take out 10% every day? Instead of paying an extra $200 a month on your mortgage, you can take $200 and put in the stock market. Over that 30-year span, you're going to make more money in that stock market. Sure, in 2 months, maybe the stock market plunges and interest rates go down more or up or whatever. But over that 30-year span, you're going to make way more money putting it in the stock market and pulling it out and paying off your house at the end of there than you are going to be paying those extra payments. It is super silly. But, like all strong power, you have to use debt wisely. Too much debt in your business, and you won't be able to pay every month. You'll get drowned, right? You take out a $100,000 loan, and your business really only needs like $20,000, and those payments, they'll kill you. If you take out too little debt, your business may be growing, but it can't expand that fast. You have too much jam that you can't. You have too much demand for jam, but you can't produce it, so your business gets swallowed. All your competitors take all that market share. So you have to be super smart with that.
no such thing as too much jam. Not for acting.
All right. Ready for a little pro tip? Using other people's money. Here's a fun one. Finance your car. Almost all of us do that, right? Don't pay cash for your car. Sorry, Dave, you're going to kill me. Don't pay cash, finance your car. Take that car and lease it to your business. Your business is now paying for that car, and you can write that off.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Now it's a business expense that your business is leasing it from you as a person. Write that shit right off. Let's take a quick example. Let's say you buy a $10,000 car. Okay, your payment's roughly $200. 5% interest is your loan. Okay, all right. After 2 years, let's say the car depreciates to $8,000. All right, cars always depreciate. That sucks. We'll talk about that in another speech. So in those 2 years, you've paid $4,800 in payments, right? Some of that's interest. All right, you lose it, whatever. $4,800, but you wrote it all off for taxes, pre-tax. Catching on? So that lowers your taxable income for your business, right? And you, if it's an LLC, single member LLC or sole proprietor. If you don't have an LLC, you're being an idiot. Fucking come talk to me immediately after this. I'll get you set up in fucking 30 seconds. Creating a business is so goddamn easy. EIN takes 12 seconds. Secretary of State in Colorado takes another 15 seconds.
I did that for somebody last month.
Message me, fucking DM me, comment in the group. Somehow I'll fucking do it for you. It's so simple. So now you're taking $4,800 pre-tax, but your car only depreciated $2,000. Those numbers are very, very helpful with you and your tax bill. Now, if you buy a better car with a lower depreciation rate, like a Toyota that retains its value, cool, that's fun. All right, here's a little pro tip. If you have good credit, buy a rare, a fancy-ass car. Watch this, watch this. Maybe a Ferrari, I mean, whatever you can qualify for. There's cheap, nice ones. Polarises, what, $30,000, $40,000, a Wunderhall, $25,000. Buy a little used. Buy an $18,000 car, something rare. People are going to video. Lambos, Ferraris, something older, unique. VW buses, if you really want. People fucking still video those new retro shit. So now you're taking it to events, right? Something cool. I mean, shit, you could just paint your car pink and purple if you want. You got this car coming in. Everyone sees your car. Who the fuck's car is that? Whose car is that? They're all talking about it. Why do you have this car? What is this car? How'd you buy it if it is like a $70,000, $80,000, $200,000 car? What's your answer? Your fucking company, your brand. Right there. Hey, how'd you buy that car? Straight on sold pictures. Boom. Now here's even more. You can write all that off as marketing. Everything you're doing. Fuck, put a magnet on it. Get a pink bus out there, put a bright green magnet with your company on it. How many fucking Snapchats and virals is that going to be? All that's marketing. Write it all off. Whole fucking car. Be done. Everyone wants to video it. Everyone wants to see it. Everyone's doing this. You're taking it to events. You're using it as a marketing purpose. It's fucking brilliant. And all those payments you have, write them all off. All right, here's a pro tip after a pro tip. Montana does not charge sales tax on car sales.
What?
Does not charge sales tax on car sales. So register an LLC in Montana and go register your car there and drive around Montana plates. Now you're in Montana and save $5,000 on your car purchase. All right, here's another example. This one's the most simplest. All right. This is why we use other people's fucking money. Two guys, two chicks, two whatevers, got $100,000 cash. And they go, I want to invest in real estate. All right, they both go to a $100,000 house. All right, I'm gonna buy this. I got $100,000. It costs $100,000. Boom, done. I got a house. Woo! Did my happy dance. All right, cool. Say it rents out $1,200 a month. Using the 50% rule, this guy's making $600 a month. All right, so he's making $600 a month. He has one house, fully paid off, no other costs, $600. This guy over here is like, I got $100,000. Okay, so I can buy this $100,000 house. I'm gonna use someone else's money. I'm gonna go get a mortgage. Okay, let's get a mortgage here. All right, I'm gonna put $20,000 down. Finance at $80,000. All right, I know I'm gonna pay a little. Okay, so 1 to 1, this guy is gonna make way less money than that. But now he takes that $80,000. He goes, let's do this shit again. Buys another house. Uses all of that $100,000. Now he has 5 houses. Right? Okay, so now his rental income is $1,200. He's 5 times that. Not quite Grant Cardone, but 5x for 5x again. So now he's making like $6,000 a month. I did my math, right? Take the 50% rule, so he's making $3,000. Say if his debt was like 5%, that's like $1,900. So he's making about $1,000, like $1,050 a month in profit. And this guy's only making $600. Okay, so you take that $400, invest it, use that money for other people. But the real beauty of it, the wealth comes in, is he has 5 real estate seeds. We all fucking know real estate leads to wealth, right? Fuck, I bought a house in like 2015 and it's doubled in value. I don't even know what to do with $200,000 in equity anymore. I don't even want to talk about my buildings, but this guy, say it's a decent market, 10% appreciation. Now his $500,000 houses are all worth $110,000, right? So he just made $50,000 in equity, and he's making $400 more than this guy. This guy's over here. His house went up as well, $10,000. So he made that $10,000. Who do you want to be? Great. Y'all look like you understand that very well.
No, I got it.
I got it.
So take all this extra income now, and now you're the other person. Hey, I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to do it. I mentioned this earlier, but don't ever work for the same dollar twice. We'll talk about that in a sec, too. All right, here's your pro tip. And this one is one that may not be so pro with some of these financial experts in this world. Never pay off your fucking mortgage.
You already said that.
Ever. Well, we're going more in depth. Ever.
Okay.
Even after 30 years, refi that shit. Cash it out and always pay. The rest of your life. As long as you keep that interest rate under 5%, I will never pay off a building in my life. I will always refi. I just refied, I think, right in the middle of COVID, one of my houses.
Why?
Pulled out that cash, bought a building, keep that house going. Why would you? It's a 5% loan. I will always take 5%. I can make way more off that myself. The simplest way, which I'm trying to explain, is if you're paying 5% on a loan, you can take as much money as you can, you go get that 10% in the stock market. Now, I don't invest much in the stock market. I'll invest in my own shit. But I cash out refi, I bought a whole fucking building with that. They paid me like $95,000. I was like, all right, I got $95,000. Oh, this building, I can use other people's fucking money, and the down payment's $80,000. Poof. Now I have a 5-unit building, and put in a liquor store in it, and just keep exponential. I'll never pay that off either. As soon as that 30 years is up, I'll cash out refi. Take that equity out. As long as I keep my payments under 5%, which is actually not true because I use private money.
How often can you refinance?
With banks, that's all going to depend on your DDI and credit and how they run it. To me, the underwriters, because you go through a mortgage company. with private money like me, I'll just like fucking find someone new to buy it. I can pretty much, any of my buildings right now, if I found someone that wanted to take over that mortgage, I could do that. But I do most of my shit all private because cannabis, I get kicked out of banks every day. I can't be loaned to. I can't even get a mortgage because I'm a cannabis owner.
Wow.
It's all public knowledge. You can Google Colorado cannabis owners and see my dumbass name there. And everyone fucking doesn't like it, so I run around and hide from the banks.
Oh,
Come on, Congress! You guys are so close! Let us have banks! Alright, so that's my one pro tip for you is I will never pay off a mortgage. Ever. Take all that money, invest it, you can make way more money than the 5%. It's how you can do it. Maybe it's riskier, but that's why we're all here. That's why we're all entrepreneurs. We love risk. We're not here to have the white picket fence, pay our mortgage payment, and go to work 9 to 5. That's not who we are. So maybe that advice is great for them. Some of you out there, maybe that's what you need to do, right? For us, I say no. I say we want as much money as we can at 5%, right? We're all broke. We all have ideas. Everyone's head's fucking spinning right now with new ideas to go do. We need as much money to go build that shit. We're the shakers. We're the movers. We don't stay complacent. So that's that pro tip. And then this is like inception shit. Pro tip inside of pro tip. This is one of Stuhlman's favorite things. Never work with the same dollar twice. Okay, so I went over this. Let's go kind of what that means. As soon as you earn money, if you go put it in a business, you have to go work for it again. It's technically earning it twice. So once you earn that first dollar, that dollar needs to go somewhere. Lend it to someone. Buy crypto or stock or whatever it is. Lend it to someone so it goes up. So you don't want to work for that same dollar twice. And that's something I do a lot. Because most of my, I can come with money and start a new business and go start working again. Fucking crazy. So here's the whole thing. Take money from others. Use it to make a shitload more money. And then lend it back to others. Simple enough?
100%.
Millionaires are made. Thank you all for our 12th installment of 2 Morons Talk. Next week, I will be talking about the fucking #1 thing in my life right now. It's called embrace the suck.
Oh,
We
that's
all
why
have
I
that.
used that word today. Got it.
Oh man, that one hit me. We're going to talk all about embracing that suck. And what are you talking about next week?
Next week I'm going to dive a little deeper into business ethics and
Business Ethics Part 2. And we will have a guest speaker next week.
Yeah.
Alex, who's wrapping up his Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah. I will be talking about the power of local businesses coming together through advertising, since really the largest shortcoming we have as small business owners is that we don't have corporate dollars to get word out about us, but a rising tide raises all ships. So that's essentially the idea, is that we together can help raise each other, and I will talk about how that affects my business personally and how it could affect others.
So don't fucking forget to show up. It's way better live than it is on the feed.
Yes, it is.
Woo, come on.